Alright, good morning. I am on the proposition side of this debate that states year-round schooling is a good idea because it helps students perform better academically. First thing I'm going to be talking about is pretty obvious: student summer learning loss. Students in traditional schools have a 2.5-month break, not in school, and during that time they forget some of the topics and procedures that they will remember while in school. Students in year-round schools don't have too much worry about forgetting the topics that they were taught, and some allow students to not be in school for 2 weeks each month. So the way things work in year-round schools is where you are in school for 45 days, and then you have 15 days off, and then you're back in school, and it kind of works in sections. Summer break can even affect students' health. Students with child obesity or diabetes get more time to eat than be distracted by their studies. During summer break, a student does not have much to do unless they are part of summer camps or daycare, which can lead students running around like crazy and worrying parents while they're at work. So usually when students are on summer break, they're usually unsupervised or in summer camps, like they have summer camps that are in schools or in summer learning programs like Kumon. But for the students that aren't supervised, they don't really talk to their parents that much, and it usually just leads them to running around with their friends and doing irresponsible things. Summer learning loss is a big disadvantage for economically challenged students. Year-round schooling can be very beneficial to low-income students and their families. Low-income and special needs students benefits in year-round schooling. I won't go into much depth to that because that's their topics, but having a 2.5-month gap can really not refresh you as much as having 15 days off, because it's kind of like having 2 spring breaks in 1 year. And you still get the same amount of school days in traditional schools and year-round schooling. And it's kind of weird to come back to school with having gone through a 2.5-month break, because you kind of forget about classroom procedures, students, and teachers. But in year-round schooling, you're just having 15 days off per month, and it really reduces that sort of not remembrance, I guess. But when you're going to different stages of school, you do forget. So year-round schooling does really help with that. And thank you.
Not after each speaker, guys.
Okay, so our topic is obviously that, and so there are many cases that year-round schools can be a fit choice, especially for schools that are decreasing in their test scores, but there's also many cases that year-round schools can be a substandard choice for schools. So my first point is family time. With year-round schools, they go all year. With that, families lose family vacations during the summer. Most families like to go to the beach or even out of the state or country. And without having a long 12-week break, most families are unable to go on vacation. Also, they lose spending quality time together, which brings me to my next point: childcare. While the children are off of school, the parents will have to go to work. Meanwhile, their kid has to be taken care of. In some cases, the child might be old enough to stay home by themselves for 3 to 4 weeks, but think about a first grader that's off of school but has to be taken care of. Childcare is an extra cost that is not needed to be paid by the parents that already have to take care of them. Also, where are you going to find childcare? Most babysitters are in college, and college students don't just get random breaks in the middle of the year. Sure, you can find a babysitter that is a professional nanny or babysitter, but it will cost more than a babysitter who just wants some extra money for spending. Childcare just shouldn't be needed to be able to go to school. My next point is jobs. Some students in high school might have a full-time job in the summer, and without having a summer break, they won't be able to get a full-time job. In some cases, they may be having to support their family because they only live with one parent that has a low-paying job. With this, students may be more prone to dropping out because they need to get a full-time job to support their family. When they drop out, they will not get the education needed to have a good, steady salary that pays well. If schools want to keep their dropout percentage from decreasing, then they shouldn't switch to year-round schooling. My fourth and final point is operational costs. In year-round schooling, operational costs are higher because they have to have the heat and the air conditioner running 24/7. Multi-track schools especially. The school is open 24/7, so everything has to be running. While the school is paying for the operational costs, they could be paying for educational benefits like technology, textbooks, or even healthier lunches. The operational costs are just too high and they shouldn't be paying for them when they could be paying for other more student-oriented benefits. Year-round schooling is just a bad idea and I don't think that schools should switch to it.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Nikki.
That's the end of the first